Hi, welcome to a series of videos on reasoning, how we can include reasoning. I have covered several videos on MCP, Model Context Protocol, and when you build your own remote MCP based SaaS solutions, soon you will also need to know how to include reasoning in any model. So here I am going to showcase the Agno method of adding reasoning to any model, that is using Agno's agentic library. First, let's see how it works. So let me ask, this is without reasoning enabled, which is bigger, 9.9 or 9.11. Let's see what it says. See, it says 9.11 is bigger. Now let's enable reasoning and ask the same question. Welcome to Techie Talks AI. I'm Sri from Schogini. On this channel, we bring you hands-on demonstrations and insights into the latest tools and trends to help you get started with ease. Don't forget to subscribe and be a part of our journey into the future of technology. See this? So it's able to get the correct response. So let's see how we can do this. We are just going through the reasoning examples of Agno. So if you come to Agno repo, you will come to Agno cookbook reasoning folder. If you click on agents, you will see there are several examples. Okay, so we will see these examples today. In this video, we'll see how we can test this. Okay, so the code that I'm showing here is accessible to you via Agno repo or Techie Talks AI, our repo. So this is our repo, and when you clone, you will get the folder Agno-reasoning. And there are a few files. This app.py is the Streamlit application, with just a few lines for Streamlit. So here I am creating based on the option selection. If reasoning is not selected, I am creating the Agno agent with the model, main model. These are the output formats, nothing else. And this is not a reasoning model. And if we select reasoning, all we need to do is provide a reasoning model like this. Okay, so here I am using DeepSeek R1 model from Grok. That is it. Rest of the code is identical to all our previous Streamlit based examples. So this is the section where we have the reasoning enabled for the Agno agent. See here, just by enabling reasoning equal to true, Agno allows reasoning for any model. Here I am enabling reasoning equal to true, and let's see how it works. Let's start the application and come to the application 9.9 big or 9.11 big. Okay, so therefore 9.11 is bigger than 9.99. This is regular Agno agent without reasoning. So let's enable reasoning and ask the same question again. Remember, this time we are not using DeepSeek. I am enabling reasoning and entering the same question. See, it's giving the chain of thought. So just to add reasoning to any agent, all you need to do is to use Agno agentic framework and provide the reasoning model that you wish to use. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to look at each example that Agno offers in their repo. I have made it very easy for you to run. You don't need to install anything. You just need to clone this and run using Docker. So let's look at this code, strawberry, nano, strawberry.py. Let's save the code as it is. So the code that you clone can directly be executed and tested. Docker compose run app strawberry. So this is how you run it. Okay, so it is thinking. So this is the task. How many R are there in the word strawberry? Word strawberry contains 2 R's. Okay, this is a regular agent without reasoning. And reasoning agent is giving you the steps it is taking. So this is our question. How many R's are there in the word strawberry? And these are the reasoning steps that this gives when you enable reasoning. This one had 5 steps, and finally we got the correct answer here. Let's look at the code. So this is the code we just ran. If you see here we have the regular agent where we are using GPT-4o. The OpenAI API key is put in the .env file. Okay, so now here we have the reasoning agent. And what is the difference? The only thing that we need to specify is this flag. So you don't need to specify any reasoning model for Agno agentic library. It will automatically pick up OpenAI's reasoning model. But if you want to override this with a custom reasoning model like DeepSeek, you can use it like how I have shown. So let's try the strawberry example. I've already copied it. So docker compose run app strawberry. See, non-reasoning agent says it has 2 R's, and reasoning agent is giving us the correct answer. And if you look at the code, in reasoning agent, all we needed to do was just enable the flag reasoning equal to true. But if you want to specify a custom reasoning model, you can specify the reasoning model. Okay, so for instance, if you want to specify DeepSeek reasoning model, you can specify it like this. Okay, so now we are using DeepSeek's reasoning. Okay, so here there is a comma needed. Okay, so this is a regular agent, non-reasoning, and the answer is wrong. It is using DeepSeek now. So this is the DeepSeek's reasoning step. So see here, this thinking is the output from the DeepSeek. But so just by adding this line, you can override any agent with a specific reasoning model. But if you don't want, you can, no need to use this reasoning true itself is enough. It will do Agno's built-in manual chain of thought. Okay, so let's run it. So again, the regular agent, answer is wrong. This is the reasoning agent, but this time it uses Agno's manual way of reasoning using OpenAI. Okay, and the reasoning when enabled gives us the correct answer. And here it uses Agno's built-in manual chain of thought. Okay, so we don't need to explicitly specify any reasoning model. Clear? So let's now look at some other examples. Let's look at this Fibonacci example. Let's copy this, Fibonacci.py. We'll copy it. So here it uses reasoning true. We are not specifying any reasoning model. Okay, thinking. Okay, reasoning step 1, task analysis, problem decomposition, and finally we get the Python code to calculate the Fibonacci series. Okay, and number of terms, it has decided to use 10. Some cases it will ask for the user for the input. Okay, so that is that example. So let's look at a couple of more examples. Say finance agent, let's see what it's doing. So write a report comparing NVIDIA and Tesla. Okay, it says Yahoo Finance is not installed. Let's add it. And docker compose build. Okay, so let's run the Yahoo Finance agent, writing a report comparing NVIDIA and Tesla shares. Okay, so here we have the detailed report. That is it for this video. We'll see some more practical examples of using agents and implementing reasoning within your agents. And subsequent videos, we'll see how we can put this into an MCP server. Thank you for your time. Please give your valuable comments and like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.